And welcome back, everybody. A very warm welcome to everyone who joins in. And it's evening right now, but I've set the timer back to daylight because I like flying in daylight. And welcome to Kansai International, uh, an airport in Japan, which was constructed on an artificial island, and it serves the greater area of Osaka, Kobe, and one more city I forgot. So, right. We are going to be flying to Fukuoka, which is the largest airport on the island of Kyushu. And it's a short flight. Normally, it's performed by A320s or smaller aircraft, short haul aircraft. But I wanted to use the PMDG 777-300ER, the largest 777. And we are going to be flying as All Nippon Airways Flight 251, and our call sign is All Nippon 251. And I looked up 3 hours back, and there was some ATC across Japan, but now I think they've left. It's too late for them. Their time zone, according to their time zone, it must be late at night or way after the way after midnight. So, right, let's get on with the show. And we are parked over here at gate number 1, and the APU is on, and the electrical power is also on. As you would find, as normal pilots, rail pilots, would find the aircraft in this state when they enter the cockpit, because it takes a long time for the aircraft to power up. This one, at least the 777s. Right. So let's just. Is GSX there? Yes, there. Let's load it. Operate the jetway. See how it operates. I did a test sector this morning, and it was okay. Yeah, it was alright. I enjoyed it. Right, and let me go to the showcase camera auto. So if I like, no ground power. I hope my voice is audible. Right, go down here, down here, and down here. Or up here. Right. Now let's. Oh, sorry, wrong view. ADU switch on. Emergency exit lights guarded. Electrical panel set. APU generator switches on. Emergency light armed and guarded. Window heat on. Left lighting panel as desired. No need to change it. It's all right. I can see everything. Nav light on. Right. Pressurization panel auto fine. And let's go over to the sim brief. Sorry, the EFP. This is a flight plan. As I said, it's not that big, the route. So we're here on the island of Kyushu. We are over here in the bay opposite. Which city is it? Kobe? Okay, it's Kobe over here. Osaka's nearby. Right. Let's just zoom in and let it load the map, because we'll be needing the. We're in a tight spot. It's This gate does support heavy aircraft, I mean big aircraft. We'll basically go push back over here to Romeo, then take a U-turn from Uniform and come back onto Romeo. And what's the operational flight plan? Cost index of 109, and we are going to be flying at 32,000 feet. 06 left, just like in the morning. It was 06 left, so yeah, 297 passengers, bag and cargo, payload, fuel 17.7 tons. Okay, let's just go down to the FMC. I hope I didn't miss anything on the overhead panel. Right, FMC, control 3, default key. Active AREX cycle. We are Romeo, Juliet, Besj, Juliet, Bravo, Bravo. And that's the ICAO code for Kansai, gate number 1. And that matches with our GPS position also, but we'll take the GPS position in any case. Route request. Before I do that, request refueling.
The fueling truck is on its way.
And let's set the parking brake.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
You can see the accumulator pressure going down. Yeah. And right, let's wait for the fuel truck. We'll do that. We'll add it later. Route request, sim brief, set fuel, set payload, and select the route. Where's the fuel truck? There it is. There it is. Descent forecast, wind data uplink ready, perfect net uplink ready, route 1 uplink ready. Okay, let's have a look at the route and compare it with the operational flight plan. Ooh. Here we are. Next page. What? Oh yeah, I have to load it.
Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Right. All Nippon Airways 251, route RJBB RJFF, and we can go to the next page. So we start with Maiko Osrix, direct to Gume, direct to Suja, and from Yankee to 281 to Stout, and from Yankee 20, using Yankee 20 airway, we go to Kirin, and the rest is the star, and this is the SID. Right, activate, execute. And they're attaching the hose pipe to the fuel hydrant. Right, departure arrival. Since we are going to be taking 06 left, and the Rinku 1. So we're here, Rinku 1. And yeah, it's the Suja transition. Execute. Done. Departure arrival for our
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel
runway
quantity.
34 arrival runway 34 right, runway 34 right. We'll use the RNAV and we'll do desired transition. I use this in the morning, and we'll be using Kiran D star. That's it for legs. We can have a look. Suja Ostrix. Okay, I don't know why it does that. This did this the morning also. Delete Ostrix and delete legs. So if I do this, no. We have another. Why is it repeating the waypoints? Clear Geomid. Clear Suja. Or delete Suja. Now if I have a look, Punib Maiko and then Osrix. Execute. Osrix. Geomid Suja Ukeli Carp Kahok. Okay, let me just go to the, because the fuel truck has to load. It's already loaded and going back. Fine. Let's try loading the aircraft. Press boarding. And let's play some PA announcements. Let me use my Luke Air tool. There's my utilities, Luke Air tool. Here we go, announcements.
Boarding requested.
Yes. NA. Okay. Let's play the welcome audio.
皆様、ドアが閉まりました。皆様が指定された座席に着席していることを確認して出発いたします。早めにお座りいただき、シートベルトをお締めください。携帯電話などの電子機器は、機内モードなど電波を発しない設定にするか、電源をお切りください。
Ladies and gentlemen, the doors have closed now. We will depart after checking that all passengers are seated in their assigned seats. Please be seated as soon as possible and fasten your seatbelt.
Okay,
Please switch off your cell phones and other electronic.
I'll play this once we have loaded the passengers. Alright, boarding passengers now. There we go. Your transparent jetway. Right, back to the AFB and the FMC. Departure, arrival, routes checked.
Passengers boarding started.
And let's look at the chart. Departure, airport, we are over here. We have to go all the way over here and take off from runway 06 left. Right, other passengers boarding. There we go. There we go, here they come. Right, control 3 back to. Right, and the Rinko Sid. Rinku 1 Arnav departure. Quite complex because it has many transitions. We are going to be using the Suja transition, and basically we are going to be taking off from runway 26 and do a about turn to BB Bravo Bravo 400, and then to Punib, just like over here, then to Maiko, and then to Ostrix over here. After Ostrix, we have to go to Gumid, Gumid is over here, and then to Suja. That's the end of the departure procedure, and it's quite complex, right? And then we have the normal waypoints: Ukeli, Karps, Unsob, Elneb, Stout, and Kiran. That's where we have that's the start of our Kiran D on our arrivals. Kiran, then we have Itoda, then we have Kahoch or Kahok, then we have Desire, which is, and from there we transition onto the approach over here to runway 34 right. And for the approach, I better get the chart, and just a minute, Kiran, just pin it. Pinned. Approach 34 right. So here it is. Oops, sorry. Supposed to move the camera on the chart. Right. We have Adpar. We should be at 4,000 feet at Adpar. Acrop 3,875 feet, and then we have Foxtrot 4 Romeo 50, this point, and we should be at 2602, and then it goes on 1181 and all the way down to the missed approach altitude, which is, using LNAV, DNAV, it's 820. And MSAS, I still have to look at what this MSAS means. I've stumbled across this for the first time. And missed approach altitude is 4,000 feet, and we have a missed approach procedure after that. Right, it's over here. SLAS, and then hold at, oh sorry, very touchy. Alright, so have a look at the passengers loading. Oh, okay, progress done, good. So back to the FMC, routes checked, legs done, and right, after that we have to calculate the takeoff performance data once everything has been loaded. It has. Cargo doors are being closed. Boarding completed. There's one remaining. $187 passengers. I thought we were supposed to take more. Let me have a look at OFP. Packs 297. This one is saying 187. GSX has gone crazy. In any case, right, now to initref. 0 fuel weight. 5 accept. Let's put in the flight cruise level, cruise altitude. Cost index fine, and CG we'll get from here. So it's going to be runway 06 left. Weather's dry. And flap import from aircraft 31.92. So let's just enter 31.92. If that's a cruise, that's a takeoff CG. I don't know whether it's going to be a cruise CG or not. Let's just enter 29.0 and on to the thrust. 1014, calculate. So we're going to be derating it to takeoff 2. Trim is 4, select temperature is 45. That gives us an N1 of 88.5%, very accurate. Flaps 5, that's normal. Right. And the V speeds are almost, yeah, they're all basically the same. Right. That takes care of the V speeds and the performance. Takeoff performance done. And right, we can put the performance tool aside and back to the OFP. And now we can play the, oh no, refueling done, auto. Let's play the announcement.
皆様、ドアが閉まりました。皆様が指定された座席に着席していることを確認して出発いたします。早めにお座りいただき、シートベルトをお締めください。携帯電話などの電子機器は、機内モードなど電波を発しない設定にするか、電源をお切りください。
Ladies and gentlemen, the doors have closed now. We will depart after checking that all passengers are seated in their assigned seats. Please be seated as soon as possible and fasten your seatbelt. Please switch off your cell phones and other electronic devices or set them to airplane mode so that radio waves are not emitted. Thank you.
Right. One thing to note is just this, that I have to minimums reference. Minimums was, if I remember correctly, minimums 1500 feet standard, 1500 feet, and we are at, let's also get this Fukuoka. Taking a long time to load. Come on, load it. Just pin it over here. Pinned. Airport. Kansai. Elevation is 17. So we can do 1520 or 1517. from here. MF ray 1517. 1517. That's fine. 17. Minimum set. QNH set. Mode control panel. Right. Flight directors on. Toga verify. Left right auto throttle armed. Speed selector. V2 plus 10. What's my V2? 158, so we'll do 168. 168. Runway heading. Well, let's just do the cleared altitude first. 32,000 feet. And what's the runway heading? 059. Yeah. 059. So let's just do this. All set. MCP set. Speed selector modes. Autopilot disengage bar up. Altitude selector done. Oxygen mask tested. Tested. And let me have a look. Right. Forward panel brightness control not needed right now. It's okay. Standby instruments checked. Correct QNH. And right. Okay. Landing gear lever down. Alternate gear landing gear switch guarded. Auto brake selector to RTO. It's clunky. ECAS check. Oxygen. Flight instruments done. Flight deck door closed. MCP V2 heading track altitude. Takeoff speed CDU pre-flight trim 0 units. Taxi and takeoff briefing complete. We'll be calling out the pushback truck soon. Beacon light on. That takes care of the before start checklist. And before taxi, we leave it over here and go back to engine. Right. Lower center display. Speed brake lever down. Thrust levers. Stored. Idle. Flap lever. Up. And parking brake is set. Squawk is set. And on standby. TCAS on standby. Right. Pre-flight part 2. Oxygen mask test done. Heaters, everything done. Pre-flight checklist, oxygen mask tested. Flight instruments, heading altimeter set. Parking brake set. Fuel control switches cut off. Before pushback and start, APU on, external power off. Right. Hydraulic panel. We have to set this, quite a complex hydraulic panel. Right electric auto, no fault. Then we have C1 and C2 electric primary, no fault at C1, fault at C2 only. Left electric demand pump to on auto, sorry, and no fault. C1 and C2 air demand to auto and no fault. And as you'll see, the cumulative pressure builds up, showing in the green. No, there's no green here. Right. Pressurization panel, set seatbelt signs auto, no electronics, no smoking on, left and right fuel pumps come on. They will come on right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Center tanks are empty. Beacon light on. Stabilizer trim set for takeoff. We are already at 4 units. Trim was 4. So that's set for takeoff. Already set. Transponder to transponder mode. And there we go. Transponder mode. And now we can call the pushback truck. Let's remove the chocks. Ground operation, remove chocks. Draw closed. He's a mustachioed person. You can pre-select LNAV and VNAV. Forgot that step. Okay. Let's bring the drone camera here. Doesn't even lift it. What's it doing? Okay, we'll be facing southwest west on taxi Romeo, taxiway Romeo. Kansai traffic, all Nippon 251 heavy, pushing back at gate number 1 onto taxiway Romeo. Kansai traffic. Right. Let's release the parking brake and we can set the co-pilot's elapsed timer to on and parking brake released. Alright. Let's get clear of the gate and we can then start the engines. Right start switch to start. Air conditioning goes down. Fuel cutoff switch for the right engine on. Or run, not on, run. There we go. Fuel flow coming in. Stabilized. Left. On. You can hear the passengers. And that's on. After start, APU goes off. APU off. Auto brake verify on. Sorry, RTO, not on. RTO. RTO. Flaps, we'll set it after the pushback is complete. And check the flight controls.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
There we go. Well, there he comes, showing us the pins. Good. Have a good trip. Right. Flaps set for takeoff. 1 and 5. Class coming out. Alright, flight controls, full movement, unrestricted. Good, that's done. Pushback type disconnected, and taxi lights can come on. And let's go over the taxi briefing. We are over here and we need to just go over to uniform, or take a 180 over here if one can. I'll just go to uniform and then come back onto Romeo, and from Romeo there's this Juliet 1 taxiway. From Juliet 1 I'll turn left towards onto Lima. From Lima I'll turn right to Juliet 4 and then cross the waterway or the bridge, remaining on Juliet 4. I'll turn right onto Yankee, not Zulu, Yankee, and come on, load. I'll hold short at Bravo 14. Right. So let's give a call to if there's any other user. Right. Kansai traffic, all Nippon 251, taxiing to holding point runway 06 left, Bravo 14, via Romeo, Juliet 1, Lima, Juliet 4, Yankee, and onto Bravo 14, holding point, or holding short of runway 06 left, Kansai traffic. Right, that's done. We can put this back over there. Before taxi checklist must be completed on the EFIS, on the ECAS. So checklist. So we can do INTI is not needed. Recall check. Just the TCAS warning. Flight controls check, ground equipment clear before takeoff. Right. Let's release the parking brakes. Breakaway thrust. I'll have to use the outside view. It's a very long aircraft. It's not like the A320 where you can judge whether it's on the taxiway or not. You're sitting way forward of the landing gear. Nose wheel. There we go.
ANA, Inspiration of Japan.
ご搭乗ありがとうございます。
Welcome on board.
機内の安全についてご案内します。必ずご覧ください。
Please pay attention to the following safety instructions.
手荷物は重ねないように座席の上の物入れ、または前の座席の下に収納してください。手荷物が滑り出る恐れがあります。
Please place your baggage in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front, and do not stack items on top of each other, as they may fall out.
通路や非常口付近には手荷物を置かないでください。
Nothing should block the aisle or exits.
離陸着陸の際は座席とテーブルを元の位置にお戻しください。
Return your seat and table to the original position for takeoff and landing.
ベルト着用サイン点灯中並びにお座りの間は揺れに備え常にシートベルトを緩みのないようお締めください。
Please keep your seatbelt securely fastened whenever you are seated in case of sudden turbulence.
外す場合は金具の片方を持ち上げてください。
To unfasten, raise the flap.
電波を発する状態の電子機器はご使用になれません。
The use of electronic devices that emit radio waves is prohibited.
電源を切るか機内モードなどに設定してください。
Please turn them off or set them to airplane mode.
機内は通路を含め禁煙です。化粧室でのタバコは電子タバコ、加熱式タバコを含め航空法で禁止されています。
Smoking and the use of all smoking devices is prohibited in the cabin, including in the aisle and lavatory.
緊急時は乗務員の指示に従ってください。
In case of emergency, please follow our instructions.
酸素マスクが降りてきた際はマスクを強く引き寄せ鼻と口に当てて呼吸します。
If oxygen masks drop down, pull a mask towards you. Place it over your nose and mouth and breathe normally.
ご自身のマスクなどは外し酸素マスクを直接つけます。
Remove your own mask and then put the oxygen mask directly onto your face.
ゴム紐は頭にかけ長さを調整します。
Put the elastic band over your head and adjust it by pulling the ends.
衝撃に備える姿勢をとります。
In an emergency, brace for impact.
非常口は飛行機の左右両側にあります。お近くの非常口をお確かめください。
Emergency exits are located on both sides of the aircraft. Check your nearest exits.
乗務員の指示に従い行動してください。
Remain seated and wait for instructions.
脱出時の撮影は禁止です。
Photography is prohibited during evacuation.
手荷物は一切持たないでください。脱出の妨げやスライドを破損する恐れがあります。
Leave all baggage behind as it may hinder evacuation or damage the slide.
ハイヒールは脱いでください。先の尖ったものはスライドを破損する恐れがあります。
Remove high-heeled shoes and other items with sharp points as these may damage the slide.
両腕を前に伸ばし上体を起こして滑ります。
Put both arms out, sit up straight, and slide down.
スライド下での援助をお願いします。
Assist other passengers after sliding down.
すぐに飛行機から離れます。
Move away from the aircraft immediately.
救命医は座席の下または横にあります。
A life vest is under or beside your seat.
頭からかぶり、両方の金具を留め金にかけ、左右に引いて締めます。
Slip the life vest over your head, fasten the buckles, and tighten the straps.
非常口または翼の上で前の引き手を強く引いて膨らませます。
Inflate the life vest at the door or on the wing by pulling the red tabs down.
膨らみが足りない場合は両側のゴム管を吹きます。
If you need more air, blow into the tubes.
座席ポケットの安全のしおりをご覧ください。
Please look at the safety instructions card in your seat pocket.
お手伝いが必要なお客様はお知らせください。その他ご質問がありましたら客室乗務員にお尋ねください。
If you require assistance or have any questions, please contact a cabin attendant.
What did I miss the exit? No. I mean, I missed the taxiway. We're on Juliet 1 on to Lima. There we are. That's Romeo. Yeah, that's Romeo. Don't need to go on to Romeo. I have to go on to Lima. There you go. On to Lima. That's nice. Nice turn. auto brake verified takeoff, RTO, sorry, rejected takeoff, flaps set for takeoff, which is 5, speed brake down forward, transponder will remain at transponder mode till we reach the holding point. So the hold short for runway 06 and terrain can come on, traffic and weather radar. There we go. It's a long, long taxi. Let's taxi a little bit faster. Seventy knots. Oh yeah, wind data. I forgot the wind data on the legs page. It's cute. And we'll be taking a right on Juliet 4. Lima Echo 9. E9. And there we have Juliet 4, better start braking. Sorry about that. Quite tired today. Not a good turn. .24 knots, that's too fast. 20 knot is good enough. Juliet 4 onto Yankee, not yet. Veering off. That's Yankee. I just overshot the turn. Is this taxiway wide enough for the 777? I don't know. Right. radar, B12, and the next turn at the dead end is B14, Bravo 14. There we go, traveling at 21 knots. Start braking. Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right. Landing lights on. Turn of runway, turn of lights on. Strobe light on. Before takeoff checklist, flaps set. Auto brake RTO. And transponder. Weather radar on. MCB set. Landing lights on, everything's on. Right, flaps set for takeoff. Right. Kansai traffic, all Nippon 251 heavy, lining up on runway 06 left. Kansai traffic. Turn on the TCAS. Tara. And release the parking brake. Move forward. Not good, not good. Not a very good lineup. Not at all. That's it. Don't want to run out of runway space. Kansai traffic, all Nippon 251 heavy, departing runway 06 left. Kansai traffic. Start the elapse timer. And Tara, arm, flap set, and let's take off. Okay. %N1, 55% N1. Done. Toga.
Airspeed
Plus
alive.
reference.
80 knots.
V1.
Rotate. V2. Positive rate.
Gear up. Autopilot on. Right. Flaps 5, flaps 1. Coming up to up speed. Flaps up. Auto brake off. And after landing, after takeoff, checklist is complete. Wow. There we go. Okay. Here come 10,000 feet. Turn can go off. Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time we'll be offering hot entree. Today's menu will be chicken with Korean style chicken with rice or vegetarian fried rice. Please notify a flight attendant by either choosing chicken or fried rice. We do apologize if your preference choice is not available due to the load factor. Thank you. お客様にご案内申し上げます。ただいまより温かい昼食をお配りいたします。本日のメニューの方は韓国系チキンまたはベジタリアンフライドライスとなっております。乗務員にはチキンまたはベジタリアンでお答えいただきますようご協力お願いいたします。また搭載上の都合によりましてお客様のご希望に添えない場合ございます。あらかじめご了承くださいませ。
Nice sunlight. Almost at cruise altitude. descent. And there we go, cruise altitude reached. Cruise altitude reached. And we are at the end of the star. Oh, sorry, Sid. 34 right, and we exit Echo 3 on and then right in front of the domestic April. Oh, not again. Let's get the VREF. Minimum set. Here we are at the top of descent. One thing I forgot. Progress. There we go. And here we go, descent initiated. One zero one five.
皆様、シートベルトは緩みのないようしっかりお締めください。
Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
On to Dazai, and here's the approach chart. Attack drop I'll be 3800, and then I'll dial in the missed approach altitude 820 feet, 2 nautical miles from Acrop. Cabin ready. +5. Speed did reduce to +5 speed. Flaps 15. Gear down. RTO altimeter set. Flaps 30 full. Landing done. Landing checklist complete. Fukuoka traffic, all Nippon 251 heavy, 12-mile final, runway 34 right. Fukuoka traffic. Start recording. Come on. Alright, final approach. Fukuoka traffic, all Nippon 351 heavy, 8-mile final, runway 34 right. Fukuoka traffic.
皆様、着陸態勢に入りました。シートベルトをお確かめください。お使いになった座席のリクライニングとテーブルなどを元の位置にお戻しください。手荷物は前の座席の下にお入れください。化粧室のご使用はお控えください。
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now making our final approach. Please securely fasten your seatbelt. Please return your seat and table to the original position. Please place your baggage under the seat in front of you. Please refrain from using a lavatory. Thank you.
Missed approach altitude. Landing lights on, all lights on. $1,200. Winds calm. Approaching minimums.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue. reverses. Full reverses. 60 knots. Stored. Auto brake off. Speed brake off. Spoilers. Spoilers retracted. And welcome to Fukuoka, everybody. Elapsed time I can go back. Just park it here. Flaps can go up. And transponder can go to alt off. TCAS can go to alt off. Fukuoka traffic, all Nippon 251 heavy, vacated runway 34 right. Fukuoka traffic. There we go. Light set. Call GSX, and we can do this also and this also. And yeah, start the APU. Call GSX. We'll park at gate 6. I've parked there before, so it's easy. Gate 6. No. All Nippon. There we go. Terrain radar off. Weather radar off. Release the parking brake. Breakaway thrust. Now parking this big huge aircraft requires a bit of skill because it's a long aircraft, and yeah, I'm going to cheat. Just slow down and yeah. Oops, 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 oops. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Totally askew. Slight more thrust, slightly more thrust. we? Slightly better. Could have been better. Slightly nudge it forward. Yes. Stop here. Parking brake set. I should have turned off the taxi lights. There we go. And I'll stop the recording.
Ladies and gentlemen, the aircraft will come to a stop in a moment. However, please keep your seatbelt fastened whenever the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. Thank you.
All right. Let's just load the replay. Play it. And So guys, that was it. A flight from Kansai International to Fukuoka International, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave a like, and if you haven't already done so, do subscribe. And until next time, take care. See you. Bye bye.